Minecraft is an interesting game. It's always even more interesting right after updates though, so here's 8 interesting facts you didn't know about the new update. Whoosh! So everyone already knows that goats follow you around when you carry wheat, and if you right-click the goats, obviously they breed just like any other mob. But did you know goats can actually jump out of any cage you put them in? We just wait for a second here. Any minute now. The annoying thing is they don't do it right away. They make me stand here for a while waiting. Oh, there he goes. It looks super silly when they jump, and I think it's a great addition to the game. It's just so stupid. It's so Minecraft. I love it. This next quick fact is quite an interesting one. Did you know you could actually place candles on birthday cakes? I know, it's not very interesting, but you can light the candles, and it lights the cake up. Look at that texture change. Like, it goes from this to this, and I think that's pretty cool. This next interesting fact is a more obvious one, but a lot of people still don't know about this. Some people were asking me during my stream yesterday. Go follow me on Twitch, by the way. Anyway, some people were asking me how you get the blue copper and how you get the normal copper. Well, the normal copper actually turns into the blue copper. So the longer you leave the copper outside or in just anywhere, it'll slowly turn into the next layer until it finally stops at the oxidized copper. This is really cool because in builds and in other cool structures, there's actually a way to show the age of a build now beyond just, you know, your friend telling you how old the build is. If they have a copper roof, if it's blue, that means it's old. If it's not, that means it's still relatively new. So I think that's just a really cool addition to the game. Something I haven't seen a lot of people really talk about is these drip leaves. As you can see, you can jump on them. They're good for parkour, but they break behind you, and when they're in this form, you can't jump on them. So if you stand on them for too long, you're stuck. They do flip back to their normal position eventually, and I just see this being a really good tool parkour people can use. Like with a different texture pack, they can make this look more clean and less like a plant, and they can use it to make their maps even more entertaining, and I'm just really excited for the parkour community on this one. So you might have noticed all these deep slate blocks are added into creative, but they aren't really underground as much as they were during the beta, so you might be wondering, how do I find these deep slate blocks in a survival world? Well, I have the answer for you. When you get low enough, right now I'm at level 13, it spawns in little clumps, kind of like, you know, granite or andesite or any other block like that. It spawns in little clumps. The clumps don't go on forever, but I think it's a very good approach to deep slate, because before the deep slate was everywhere and it was just super ugly and it made mining very annoying. Ores also spawn in this deep slate. Here's some deep slate redstone. Here's some deep slate iron. Ores also spawn in the deep slate, which makes mining a little bit more interesting and a little bit less dull. I think one of the most interesting additions in this new update is the powdered snow. The powdered snow, if you didn't know, is found around mountains, and when you step on it, you actually fall through it, which is very interesting. You can even pick up this powdered snow in a bucket, and that bucket's hilarious as well. So you can move it around, you can use it in your builds as like a trapdoor type thing. And I just think the effect when you fall into it, the little freezing effect on your screen, is very interesting, and I can't wait to see more of it. Most of you know all of that though, but what you probably didn't know is when you step into the snow, you freeze, and eventually you actually start taking frost damage. Look at that. It turns your hearts blue and everything. Like, it's crazy. I think it's cool they actually made a freezing animation. They make you like shiver and stuff, because it's a little bit of extra detail that I think most Minecraft players will appreciate. Now let's get out of here before I freeze to death. The Spyglass is one of my favorite new additions to the game, and it allows non-Optifine users to get that sort of zoom effect that they've been missing. They can magnify things pretty easily. But what happens if you look at an Enderman through a Spyglass? I was assuming it would act like a pumpkin, but when you look at an Enderman through a Spyglass, he gets a little angry. So don't do this. It's not gonna end well for you. Oh, go away. Go away. I didn't mean it. Go away. And we're safe again in creative. Good to know. The last thing I have for you guys today is some information about the only new food item Mojang added in this update. So these are the Glowberries, and they don't really act as a light source. They're just edible. You pick them up inside of caves, which is pretty cool. I think it's interesting that you can actually find food while mining for once. And when you eat them, they restore about 1 hunger bar. As you can see, 1 hunger bar. So they're not amazing, but as far as a berry goes and something you find down in a mine, I think it's pretty solid. That's gonna be it for this video though. If you like the video, please give it a big old like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm trying to hit 50K subs by the end of the year, and you guys can really make it happen. Also, comment down below what your favorite fact in this video was and what you're most excited for in this new update. Like any build ideas you have, that would be sick. So yeah, that's about all I have today. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!